Yo, what's going on everybody? Chavio here with a little bit more information on a brand new game that I just came across. So as you guys all know, I love to look at play-to-earn.net, and one of the things I do when I'm there is I look at the social scores, how much interaction these guys are getting across all their different social platforms and visits to their website. So one of the new games that is undeniable right now is called Armz Legends, and it's unbelievable the amount of followers these guys have been gaining in the past couple days. So just looking at their page real quick here, you see they're at 10k followers. They say, you know, congratulations at 10k followers. This was 4 hours ago. Yesterday on the 19th, today's the 20th, so yesterday on the 19th they announced 2,500 followers, and if you go back a little bit further, on the 18th is when they actually had their first 1,000 followers. So unbelievable amount of growth in a very short period of time. So we're seeing definitely a lot more people interact with their posts. So it's been really cool to see this type of natural progression as they get closer and closer. So when I looked a little bit deeper, I did read into their white paper, I did read about their team, and I did look at their roadmap. So those are big things that you always want to do in all the projects you're looking in, and I liked what I saw. So I got a chance to actually talk to one of the game devs this morning, and they let me kind of mess around with the beta test, play a little bit, and I gotta say, it was pretty fun to just get in there, see what it's all about, use the different features, and I gotta say, everything that they put in their white paper is definitely true to what comes out here. So they do have a little teaser trailer, so let's go take a look at that as well. All right, here it is. I guess I love the artwork. Look. All right. Cracks me up. Thanos versus Paper Hands. It's a good looking teaser. I gotta say, I like it. So one of the things I noticed about this trailer was it really didn't tell me a terrible amount about the gameplay. And you guys all know I'm a big gamer, so one of my biggest questions for the group was, what is the gameplay like? And they came right out and they said, you know, this is a click to earn game. So gameplay is definitely on the minimal side. This is going to be a great project for the investors who really don't want a lot of game to play, but would like to buy NFTs that have some utility and have some sort of fun game and community to kind of play with. And I think this game does a terrific job of taking a minimalized gameplay style, combining it with a lot of pop culture elements, some great economics for their token, and combining a pretty fun project that could be pretty profitable for quite a few people who get in. So one thing I wanted to take a look at is when you have the video paused, you can actually see some of the other arms they have. I love the artwork style. I like that it's just an arm. It keeps it simple. I don't get all involved with 8 different sets of accessories like you see on some projects. That can be cool, but I'm happy to see a simple project come out here. One of the things you get take a notice at here is, look, you got Wolverine, you got Metroid, that's Samus, you got Donatello here. Looks like you got quite a few pop culture references that I'm really excited to see. That looks like Dr. Octopus there, Piccolo again. So I'm pretty excited to see. I saw some Street Fighter ones in there. I see some terrific references in here. So I think the pop culture reference is great. I think they hit the simplicity right on the head. And I think that they're going to be able to capitalize on games like Crypto Blades that already came out and kind of already created this niche of click to earn games, minimalized gameplay, but maximized community impact. And some of the big things that I see them talking about in their white paper, which I will link down below, are the way they plan to have burning mechanics right off the bat. So I know in some games that have tokens, one of the biggest things that we're worried about is over minting those tokens. And that's a huge concern, because when too many people are minting and not enough people are burning the tokens, there creates an imbalance, which, you know, unfortunately starts to devalue the token itself. One of the things that they're doing right here in the beginning is they're implementing a bunch of different utility for their native token. That native token is going to do, not only is it going to be needed to mint new arms or new fighters, it's going to be needed to upgrade them to boost their earnings, to help them combine with other ones where you can take like 2 commons and combine them into a rare or a legendary. So there's a lot of different uses for the token itself. And I think that kind of helps out right off the bat, because you'll see that there's quite a bit of options of what to do with the token. There's staking as well into the liquidity pool, and everything comes with rewards. So I think these guys are very, very focused on their first game, their first launch here. They want to come out with a great project and have it be pretty much all about rewarding the players, creating a fun community, and creating some capital to launch their future projects. talking to the team, they were very excited about what's to come in the future. And I think that this project shows a lot about that because it's all about rewards. It's actually a project where the team will hold 0 tokens. And I think that's a big deal because now you don't have this pressure from the team wanting to sell their tokens to make their money. They can hold, you know, they can hold what their assets actually come from fees, BNB fees on the Binance Smart Chain, which I think is cool because now they're getting paid kind of wages. They're getting paid per transaction here. And I think that's a better way of doing it than holding some of the tokens and then immediately wanting to sell those tokens off, creating this funky selling pressure. So I think that's going to be a nice thing to see a game try that out. I don't know if any other games have tried it yet, but if there are any, there are very few. Some of the standout things that I saw on their tokenomics or just their white paper in general here, they go through MetaMask, how to set it up. They talk about what the Armz are. They talk about their Genesis releases. By the way, those Genesis releases are coming out. There's round 1 already took place. Round 2 and 3 are coming up. So that's a pretty exciting thing. I would love to snag one of these Genesis Armz, but we'll see if I'm going to be lucky enough to grab those. I think the 2 days remaining are going to be the 22nd, which is only 2 days away. And where was the final one? The final one is going to be on the 27th. So it's only 7 days until the Genesis are gone. Then you have the pre-sale and you have the launch mint. So you have all those things coming. They have a great cadence of things coming out week by week. But let's go back to their white paper and just look through a few different things here. So they talk about the way you can fight. They talk about the way you can battle each other. Only the winner gains Pro T. Pro T is going to be their native token. They're calling it Prot, but I like to call it Pro T because I think that sounds kind of slick. They have a marketplace where you can sell. I think this is going to be cool for the higher end ones. And the other thing that's cool is that the Pro T actually comes with a tax on it. So you can sell it at any time, but there's a 15% tax if you're trying to sell it right off. So what they want you to do is wait 15 days, hold your Pro T. So there's a little bit of just, you know, obvious rewards for holding because they're saying, hey, just slow down, hold your tokens, sell them in 2 weeks. That way there's not such a push to sell everything off immediately. I think that's kind of nice. The staking is also cool because it actually comes with rewards for playing. So the more you have staked, the higher your rewards are each time you win a battle. They are doing lotteries. I personally don't ever participate in lotteries because it requires a lot of work typically, but I think their lotteries are pretty minimal. I think you just need to be holding, the Armz to be able to do that. So I think that's going to be kind of cool too. One of the very coolest things that they talked about in this was improving Rarity and the fact that minting new Armz will always be scalable. So the cost of minting an ARM on day 1 will never go up. So day 100, if the token of Pro T goes up, they don't care. They'll lower the cost. So if it goes up 10x, then they'll lower it down to 10% of the original fee. So you will always be able to get into this game. And I think it's cool because they're allowing people to kind of enter the game at any point, and they're not saying, oh, you didn't get in at the beginning, you're not getting in at all. That's another big thing I think is going to work well for them. So I think that's going to be super cool. I do love they go and they talk about their team. You guys have a great background in a bunch of other games. And I think that they're smart for putting all this experience on here and talking about these different developers and the different artists that they're working with. So I think big things are coming for these folks. I'm happy to see it. All the information will be down below for y'all to take a look at. And as always, be well, stay excellent, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace. I'm out of here.